The nice thing about Mark Twain is it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to start out with Jesus. Yeah. So, just a few things from Mark Twain that we think about, but we don't realize they're part of the American vernacular because of Mark Twain. He says that no wonder truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. Buy land, they're not making it anymore. A person who won't read has no real advantage over someone who can't read. It's better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. A patriot is someone who can holler the loudest without knowing what he's hollering about. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as the rightly placed pause. When red-haired people are above a certain social grade, their hair is auburn. So, that said, I'm going to read a poem by Mark Twain called Genius. Genius, like gold and precious stones, is chiefly prized because of its rarity. Geniuses are people who dash of weird, wild, incomprehensible poems with astonishing facility and get booming drunk and sleep in the gutter. And I promise you I'm not really drunk, I'm just struggling on the words. Genius elevates its possessor to ineffable spheres, far above the vulgar world, and fills his soul with regal contempt for the gross and sordid things of earth. It is probably on account of this that people who have genius do not pay their board as a general thing. If you see a young man who has frowsy hair and a distraught look and affects eccentricity in dress, you may set him down for a genius. If he sings about the degeneracy of the world, which courts vulgar opulence and neglects brains, he is undoubtedly a genius. If he is too proud to accept assistance and spurns it with a lordly air at the very same time that he knows he can't make a living to save his life, he is most certainly a genius. If he hangs on sticks to poetry, notwithstanding sawing wood comes handier to him, he is a true genius. If he throws away every opportunity in life and crushes the affection and the patience of his friends, and then protests in sickly rhymes of his hard lot, and finally persists in spite of the sound of advice of persons who have got sense, but not any genius, persists in going up some infamous back alley, dying in rags and dirt, he is beyond all question a genius. But above all things, to deftly throw the incoherent ravings of insanity into the very earth and then rush off and get booming drunk is surest the sign of all different, is the surest of all different signs of genius. So that is Mark Twain. I think the American wisdom is this, he's the master.
And I've been with the Monroe County Civic Theater since 2010. And I like to, as a hobby, sing, dance, and act.
You don't need any voice, no microphone? Okay, 1 second.
Mr. Music is working on the orchestra.
Well, I've been looking for Jesus for a long time. I've been looking for Jesus for a mighty long time. Oh, I've been looking for Jesus for a long time. I've been looking for Jesus for a mighty long time. I'm not tired. Oh, no. I'm not tired. Oh, no. Well, I've been looking for Jesus for a mighty long time. But Jesus, see me do this. Got Jesus on my mind. When you see me pray, pray for day and night. Lord, take me to heaven. Got to put up a good fight. Do what the Lord done for me. He did the Holy Ghost. Fill with the Holy Ghost. Fill with the Holy Ghost. That's not all He done for me. God sanctified. God sanctified you. God
further ado, here's a poem by Mark Twain. No, I'm sorry. In accordance with the upcoming Halloween cabaret, it's a poem by Edgar Allan Poe, and it's called "The Haunted Palace." In the greenest of our valleys, by good angels tenanted, once a fair and stately palace, radiant palace, reared its head. In the monarch thought's dominion, it stood there. Never seraph spread opinion over fabric half so fair. Banners yellow, glorious golden, on its roof did float and flow. This, all this, was in the golden time long ago. And every gentle air that dallied in that sweet day, along the ramparts, plumed and pallid, a winged odor went away. Wanderers in that happy valley through two luminous windows saw spirits moving musically to a lute's well-tuned law. Round about a throne where sitting in state his glory were befitting, the ruler of the realm was seen. And all with pearl and ruby glowing was the fair palace door, through which came flowing, and sparkling evermore, a troop of echoes, whose sweet duty was but to sing, in voices of surpassing beauty, the wit and wisdom of their king. But evil things in robes of sorrow assailed the monarch's high estate. Ah, let us mourn, for never morrow shall dawn upon him desolate. And round about his home the glory that blushed and bloomed is but a dimmed remembered story of the old time entombed. And travelers now within the valley through the red litten windows see vast forms that move fantastically to the discordant melody, while like a ghastly rapid river through the pale door a hideous throng rush out forever and laugh but smile no more. The Palace by Edgar Allan Poe, The Haunted Palace. So our upcoming Halloween cabaret will feature some of the works of Poe, some Halloween-themed musical numbers, dance numbers, and we'll be performing the Halloween cabaret on October 29th at the Monroe County Public Library. And we are taking auditions. We are giving out auditions information here at the tent. If you're interested in volunteering for our Halloween-themed cabaret, please come to the tent. We'll give you more information. And that show, once again, will be October 29th at the Monroe County Public Library. So
And what is Owen
mark
Civic,
your
what is OCTT
calendar.
doing this weekend?
Once more, the Owen County Civic Theater will be performing Singing in the Rain
This
in
week-
Spencer, Indiana,
Not this week.
September 9th through 11th. And for the specific times, come on down here. We'll give you a flyer, and you can attend. It's going to be at the Tivoli Theater in downtown Spencer.
Is that okay? We got
I can do that. Oh, okay.
Hello, I'm really small. Thank you. My name's Tanya Johnson, and I'm originally from Evansville, Indiana, but I live in Spencer, Indiana, and I am a part of the Owen County Civic Theater. This coming up weekend, 9th through 11th, we're going to be presenting Singing in the Rain. Tickets are $12, and you can get them online and I don't see it on here. It's been, www.spencertibley.org. Next year we'll be celebrating our 10th anniversary. I've been involved with the board and done several plays in the past. And this has been running through my head. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but why not? I was in Arsenic and Old Lace. I played the Candyman in Willy Wonka. Did some other things, but I'm most remembered this year for playing Humpty Dumpty in Alice in Wonderland. But that was fun, and I had a little song. Would Bill give us sing it? Okay. It's fun. Little bread and butterflies kiss the tulips, and the sun is like a toy balloon. There are gifts in the morning glory, in a golden afternoon. There are dizzy daffodils on the hillside, strings of violets are all in tune. Tiger lilies love the dandelions, in a golden afternoon. There are darkened caterpillars and a copper centipede, where the lazy daisies love the very peaceful life they lead. You can learn a lot of things from the flowers, but especially in the month of June. There's a wealth of happiness and romance, all in a golden afternoon. Thank you. Again, Singing in the Rain this coming weekend. We're also going to be doing Sorry Wrong Number on October 23rd. And we just had auditions for Christmas Bells. It's a John Hope Wooten comedy. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He does more of a rural stuff. And this is called Christmas Bells. It's about this church that decides this year we're not going to do the three wise men and we're not going to have the traditional activity. We're going to have Elvis be like, the wise man and all that stuff. It's interesting to say the least. Anyway, thank you for indulging me, and we will have a couple of our performers later on that stage down there. Thank you again.